And go. Okay, so what's interesting is a couple weeks ago, it could have even been a little while ago, I found this broken, oh, if you're seeing this, there could be something here for you. I found this broken necklace or bracelet or something that was on my front driveway, and it was like chain link kind of thing, and all the chains were broken. And I I was like, oh, the chains are being broken or something like that, and I was like, oh, I gotta do, reading and talk about it and stuff. And then I kept forgetting, and just now, before I did this reading, I was reminded, so I guess it's like meant to be right now. Okay, so the chains have been broken. Woohoo! It's a cool start, and you could be moving into a situation more free and liberated, alright? Look at that. It's like the universe card right there. This is just an extra card, but that's how I look at it. So how cute. You could be getting the keys to the universe, a whole new beginning. Okay, and we got strength right there on the bottom. Infinite. Okay, so you could be definitely moving into a much more strong and protected position. Okay, we got six of cups. It's stars in this deck, but you could be healing different inner wounds and getting to a greater position of joy, celebration. Could be reuniting with soul connections and closing out painful cycles. Okay, cool. It's a good start. So let's see. Page of Swords. Alright. You could have been really learning and taking in a lot of knowledge, spending time in the background, taking in what you're needing to, find out or really integrate in different ways, and you could be getting to a position of look, 9 of Pentacles, getting to a position of confidence within yourself and, what it is that you are, embodying in a way that you could be confident within your own energy and what it is that you're wanting to create and form. Look at, we got the 4 of Wands, that's twin flame right there. So you could be really knowing what structure you're wanting to form more intentionally, and getting to a greater confidence with what type of relationships you're wanting to embrace or embark upon. Okay. Ooh, we got the Tower. Okay, so there could be major life changes. Okay. I've been getting this message about moving recently, so I'm like, ugh. But there could be people who had been spending time focused on you. Also, in the background, we have the Page of Swords in reverse, and that's usually talking about like spies or, people who are paying attention to you but not showing this, okay? Oh, and with the Knight of Swords, somebody could be taking action, from the Page of Swords to the Knight of Swords. It's like, somebody could be, wanting to assert themselves more intentionally. They could be recognizing the growth that has occurred. They could even be feeling like there's a need for them to trim the hedges or whatever. Like we have this right here. Like clear a path and make things, they could have been feeling like they're grown over in certain ways instead of, having different, mature aspects that they're embarking on. Now they're wanting to make intentional moves with how it is that they are forming and creating something more intentionally, and taking out what is not really meant to be part of the situation anymore. Okay, so somebody could be taking action with a greater sense of truth and clarity. Okay, and they could be feeling like they're moving forward towards, like we have the 9 of Pentacles, which is moons in here, and then the Queen of Pentacles. So it's like with this one that this person is embracing now, it's like they're moving forward from a single type of position or awareness or behavior, and really embracing what they're desiring of in a, like, you know, towards their long-term goals in a more nurturing way, okay? And we have the Ace of Cups, which is stars. So, yeah, somebody's really moving forward towards what they feel would be true emotional fulfillment, okay? And with the Hangman in reverse, it's like somebody's wanting to, you know, take action instead of hesitating. They're wanting to, you know, kind of remove themselves from the position they've been in. Okay, and instead of opening themselves up to different offers or connections they're not really desiring of, they are wanting to pay more attention to what is like a true emotion that they are wanting to dedicate themselves to. Okay. All right, and we got the Queen of Cups, the Eight of Wands, ooh, and the Two of Swords. So somebody could be, you know, kind of nurturing their own emotions at this time, wanting to take action in a way where they're moving forward towards, you know, moving rapidly forward with some type of communication or movement that is facing certain difficult choices that they had been pondering or contemplating, okay? And we have the Five of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. So it's like somebody could be recognizing different aspects of cooperation within a relationship dynamic, you know, that they've been divinely guided within, and they could be feeling like they're getting to a position of stability within, you know, what it is that they're wanting to form and create, or that they have been, okay? We have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So it's like somebody could be recognizing the stability and structure that could be formed in a situation. And with this card, it's like, you know, ready to embrace something that they know is truly similar and fulfilling, okay? Okay. So it's like somebody could have been really illuminated to what they had envisioned for themselves. You know, they could have been recognizing, you know, certain aspects of what they desired of on a subconscious level being fulfilled in their physical world. And they could be preparing themselves for this true balance and justice that's meant to come in, okay? Okay, so somebody's gotten to truth and clarity. And they're going to be using their will to move forward, balancing themselves and making sure that they are moving forward down this aligned path, okay? They could be really kind of ridding themselves of the pain and the negativity that they could have previously, ouch, hold on, sorry. Crack my back. Oh, oh man. Okay. Oh. I'm gonna have to go do a little back roll. Sorry. This shit gets all out of whack down here. Okay. Oh. Sorry. Okay, I was just trying to wiggle that out right there. Ugh. That was annoying. I'm just talking about getting rid of the pain, right? Yeah, somebody could be, you know, relieving themselves of pain that they could have carried, and they could be moving forward in a more transformative way with a greater sense of mastery and skill at their disposal, which, you know, they could be really feeling in a situation where they may not have known where they were leading themselves. It's like somebody could be feeling like they've leveled up in a way to have greater intuitive awareness or cognitive, you know, truth within them, that they could be feeling like they're no longer having to stay focused on painful outlooks and move forward towards, you know, what they're wanting to really bring in and create, okay? So, yeah, somebody could be staying true to themselves, regardless of what opposition they may be facing, and they could be moving forward, following their heart towards true healed position, and moving forward towards a reunification that they'd been anticipating. Okay. Somebody could be recognizing negative, toxic, or unhealthy bonds and connections or diversions that could have been occurring, and they could be recognizing the manipulation of a situation where it's like somebody could have been feeling that they were, being led in a way that was structured or trustworthy, and now they're seeing the difference of, what their true position is and what it was that they were being faced with previously. If that makes any sense, because I'm seeing these crystals right here. Okay, could maybe explain it better if I showed the pictures on. So it's like, this is the Seven of Wands, where somebody's staying true to themselves and their position and understanding, regardless of what's opposing them. There's, they know what they are. They've ascended and elevated. And this is the Seven of Swords, and it's like the same structure is being shown right here. But when you get closer to it, these aren't really going to cut you in the way that these swords are. So somebody could have been really feeling like they needed to, have defensive aspects that were protective, of what it could be that would be coming into their life. And with the awarenesses and the truths they've come to with, this crystalline form as being an ascended variation of whatever it was previously, it's like somebody's knowing that the light that shines within them is enough to be a protective element instead of having to cause pain to outside parties, So it's like somebody could be kind of getting to a more secure position within themselves and what it is that they're expressing, instead of having to navigate in a way that is formed and created by the negatives that they'd embraced or been a part of. So yeah. Ooh, ah, wee. Or when I'm talking about all these swords right here, look at, we got the Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords. So it's like somebody, could be and this Seven of Swords too. So with the Devil in the front of that, it's kind of crazy. And the Three of Cups is talking about, third-party dynamics or groups, relationships and stuff like that. And with all these negative surrounding it, it's kind of making me feel like there, definitely could have been third-party scenarios that somebody had been open to previously that they're recognizing now are, more detrimental or could be taken away from the peace that they're trying to create and form. So it's like somebody could be moving forward towards, a reunification with a desired partner or individual or, group dynamic possibly. But they're also being aware of the fact that they're closing out cycles of toxicity, pain, conflict, negativity. This keeps going. Manipulation, deception, betrayal, and that they're closing out these cycles, rising above and being able to get to a more celebratory state of mind instead of having all of this be at the forefront. Oh, look at the Empress right there. And look at the difference between, what's being presented, with all these pictures. It's like, this is nice, right here, with they're all reaching out to each other. But if it's just to cause pain and conflict and manipulate and be toxic, then that's like, no. But then with this person, it's one person that is, giving loving expression. I've had a lot of meditations that had to do with flowers, where it's just showing me all these different realizations and stuff, but like they're a sign of true growth and love and beauty. And when someone is wanting to express or give in a way that is putting more love and beauty out into the world, then you could recognize the difference between you know, what had been going on previously and what you're being made aware of now, you know. So somebody could be really ready to receive what it is that they're truly desiring of. Okay. And we got the full moon, the Knight of Pentacles, which would be, this is like the full pentacle if I was gonna, but this is an added card, so it's kind of funny. You could be looking at it as an Ace of Pentacles, right? But we get the Judgment and the Queen of Swords. So it's like somebody is getting to a position where they are moving forward towards fulfillment and ready to shift into a new phase. They could have been taking their time, but they know that, you know, they've used their discernment and they're knowing that with the Judgment card, things are coming into alignment. There has been an awakening or a reckoning, and it's like somebody's ready for things to, you know, align into position. Okay. They could be wanting to co-create after, you know, feeling that they could have been possibly losing out on a situation that they felt would be really bringing them towards their long-term goals. Okay. So somebody could have felt a level of lack or scarcity that had given them a greater intensity or desire to really have this be something that is fulfilled instead of missed out on. Did I just say that? It's right anyway. But yeah, we got the Nine of Cups right there. So somebody could be ready to engage what they feel is a wish come true. They could be walking away from you know, situation that they, you know, or a person that they possibly, you know, could have been desiring of, and making plans towards a new passionate opportunity, okay, where they can move forward in a way that is, you know, taking a leap of faith or being more carefree with certain new beginnings, okay. They could have created a balance when it came to illusionary aspects, and are really recognizing what is being presented, you know, by the universe. Oh, we got the Wanderer, and, you know, so it's like somebody is recognizing what is being presented within their travels or what it is that they've been searching for. They could have gone within and taken the time to really allow this information to integrate into their reality. Like even with this picture, it's like she's sitting on the moon. This guy, where he's sitting in the moon, I'll finish that sentence. And then this guy is sitting where it's like his energy is now permeated into the ground in a way where you can see that he's stabilized himself in his understanding, instead of it just being something where I'm visiting and I'm checking this out. You know, it's like somebody's like full amount of contemplation and energetic focus has been stabilized. Okay, so somebody could be feeling, you know, like they're recognizing what type of group and team and partnership type dynamic they want to be open to. They're looking at things in a much more healed outlook when it comes to what they're desiring for the outcome to be. Okay, we got a new moon. So it's like somebody's ready to start fresh, and look at that. Six of Wands. Wait. Yeah. 6 of Wands, 9 of Cups right there. So it's like somebody is feeling triumphant and ready to embrace the situation, return to where they feel they're meant to be after a long, arduous battle of sorts, and they could be ready to move forward towards wish come true. Okay, once they engage and express themselves within what their emotions are. Okay, wow. That was fun, cute. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot my phone's low again. Low battery might be relevant. Somebody might be needing to charge their phone. It says, clear your energy. There's personal transformation that's occurring. Okay, so pretty cool. And there could be a greater sense of belonging coming in. A new death and rebirth cycle could be occurring. Okay, somebody could be moving forward in a steadfast way. Okay, they could be wanting to be joyful. It says childlike expression, so somebody could be really wanting to, you know, move forward with a true elevated energetic expression instead of allow for doubt or built-in fear to kind of take over, right? Somebody could be wanting to, like it says, delight right there, really kind of focus on what's elevating them, and then enlightening, so delight and enlightening. So yeah, somebody could be moving forward towards what they feel would be bringing them a greater sense of contentment, enlighten them to the knowledge that they're desiring of or needing, and moving forward towards a true shift and change and rebirth, okay? Somebody is recognizing the protection they have as they navigate intentionally forward towards this. And it says protection with energetic movement. So, okay. Pretty much what I just said. So yeah, as they move forward, they're recognizing the protection they are receiving in order to achieve what they're desiring of, okay? These cards, a lot of cards. Okay, well, I'm going to click in right there. And, oh my god. Okay, well, the whole deck wants to come out, apparently. We'll see what happens after that. Okay, so remind me, go up and then around in a weird way. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, so somebody's going to persevere, okay? And they have made a decision they're wanting to move forward with. They're wanting to get to a greater understanding, or they possibly could have. And they could be feeling a greater sense of renewal once this is completed, or they could be also getting to a greater sense of completeness while nurturing themselves, all right? Somebody could be embracing wisdom, order, and peace. They're wanting to be candid, and we have wholeness again. So it's like somebody could be feeling truly fulfilled in a way that is something they're no longer needing to question. Okay, and we got belonging right there with clear your energy again. So somebody could be, you know, once they are clearing the negative, like it's almost like this guy right here is, you know, cutting all the, you know, intrusive branches down or whatever, you know, it's like somebody could be getting to a greater sense of zen and just wholeness within themselves and what they're moving forward towards. We have a spiritual quest somebody is determined to move forward with and create harmony. We have enlightenment again. They're concentrating and they're being resourceful, maintaining their hope towards justice, and really recognizing the truth within themselves with the awarenesses that they formed when they were, you know, isolating or going inward, okay? So at this point, somebody's wanting to explore and create more intentionally, move forward towards their blessings with a positive outlook. Okay. Somebody is moving forward towards union and embracing the power within this, moving towards prosperity, joy, getting the sustenance they need. Oh my gosh. Right when I'm like noticing I need water. Water. Anyway, so somebody could be getting the sustenance they need. We got truth and fairness with the new beginnings. Prosperity again. Was that something that just came out twice? Yep. I'm on my tripping. That's cute. Okay, that's good. So somebody is kind of moving forward, and they could have been moving forward in a confident way towards what they feel would be, you know, leading them towards prosperity. They could have been concerned with aspects of destruction or, you know, normalcy in their life that they had been, you know, when they had been neglecting their true feelings. And at this point, they are wanting to move forward towards what it is that they could truly form and create and bring into the world with this fruitfulness card, okay? Somebody's been able to transform and feel confident. Excuse me. That wasn't me. Feel confident with a new beginning. Okay, we have passion and splendor. Okay, so somebody could be really allowing for all different outlooks towards, you know, the joyful outlook or communication, or what it is that they could be embracing physically into their life. Okay, somebody's relaxing themselves when it comes to what they know. That's so funny. It says inner knowing, relaxation, and then intelligence, understanding. So somebody's definitely getting to a more comfortable position with their inner knowing and the knowledge that they've received. Okay, they're wanting to embrace this. They're wanting to embrace the divine support that they're receiving and moving with the personal transformation with greater capacity to love. Okay, wow. So somebody's going to be moving courageously, and they're going to persevere until they reach fulfillment. Okay. My, oh my, and achievement. This is cute. Okay. So, somebody could have been really healing through different spiritual practices, and they could be getting to a greater sense of skill. They're maintaining their faith and their wisdom, and they're wanting to help assist others to cultivate their own inner peace as well. Okay. Somebody could be wanting to create change, and they're empowering themselves, motivated and driven with this new insight, and they could be really having a greater aspect of innocence be like embraced within them, and they could be having a revelation to surrender into this. Okay, and we got that courage. Be courageous with this new, more gentle awareness. Okay, that's a card that I also had in this new deck that I got the other day, that it talks about how it's like there's these different like beings or entities that are known about in Japan apparently, and they have all these individual names, and it's like there's this one that's like a spirit that looks like a wacky waving inflatable tube man or whatever, but like it's like it goes up and it does this thing, and it like does something with its gentleness that takes over a situation instead of being forceful. And so it's like somebody could be kind of recognizing a softer approach that is acquiring what they're desiring of, instead of feeling like they're needing to force their way through. Okay, so I'm gonna let me see really quick, how far are we? 27:33. We're just gonna read a couple from here, and then I'm gonna go. Okay. We got a supernatural fairy tale. But it's like a cosmic fairy tale. There we go. Cute. So we have constellation, okay? Exchanging data in connection with, or, you know, kind of networking, socializing. Somebody is wanting to believe in happy endings, all right? Excuse me. And they're trying to clear their throat. But yeah, somebody could be ready to kind of create a connection. Oh, we got flamingos. Soulmates, lovers, union. All right. Two of a kind. So yeah, somebody could be definitely feeling very confident within a higher level connection. Oh, and they could be really opening up their heart chakra to the truth. Okay, recognizing the beauty and worth in a situation. Okay. Oh, home, heart and home. How cute. So it's like somebody's really feeling cozy within this truth. That's nice. Okay, here we go. Okay. What do we need to know? Ow. There's a sunflower. Oh, it's not a sunflower. It's a bunch of little flowers. There we go. But the answer is yes. So this situation or event is right on time. Okay, so it says divine love right here. Okay, somebody could be really ready to embrace certain difficulties in order to move forward to towards what they feel is truly meaningful. Okay, they could be wanting to exchange data, okay, move forward towards an arrangement that they're aware of, and they could be really kind of paying attention to detail and moving forward in a confident and high-level way, okay? Got somebody's wanting to spiffy up. Oh, that's weird. Oh, look at it, 444 and then 8. That's cute. So, all right. So somebody's wanting to be. They feel that this is a true, heart's desire, right? And they could be wanting to be cool, calm, and collected. But they're also wanting to move forward with the truth, asserting themselves within an important decision, and moving forward towards celebration. Okay, they could be wanting to honor the situation, gather together with friends and family. There could be some type of party, ceremony, and somebody could be really wanting to move forward in this way, feeling that they need a certain restoration, okay, and that this has been a situation that has been long overdue, okay. All right, somebody's wanting to really bring their emotion into the situation with the communication. They're wanting to assist and create a balance, okay? They could have been removing themselves from a certain situation, and at this point they're wanting to move forward with, what they feel would be truly satisfying, okay? Oh, look at that. And we got the Phoenix. Okay, so there it is. Somebody's ready to elevate and emerge from the ashes in a way that they could feel they are transcending and transmuting and elevating. Okay. Somebody could have been somebody could be wanting to express themselves. They could have been, they could have set boundaries in ways where they were kind of, a situation could have been cut short. And at this point, they're wanting to move forward and explore a little more intentionally, charting a course and figuring things out more from a new perspective, okay? So you could be feeling that there are certain unresolved situations and they're wanting to move forward into the next phase, okay? And this says this is happening now, okay? So somebody could be really navigating their way more intentionally with how to take action moving forward. Right. But somebody's wanting to move forward with optimism, okay? They're wanting to renew a situation after difficulty, and they're wanting to move forward more intensely and enthusiastically with something that they have a lot of passion within. Okay, this has been a complex situation and possibly a riddle to solve, but somebody could be recognizing unbreakable bonds and faded connections, and they could be, moving in alignment with the universe and with source. Okay. All right. And they're following the white rabbit. Okay. So there's been some type of hidden truth, and they're wanting to get to a greater awareness of this. Okay. So cute. I don't even know if I've seen that picture. All right. Something could have been happening within the past few months or will be, but somebody could have been censoring themselves or silencing themselves, and at this point they're wanting to go with the flow, rise above certain situations, ascend, and create a balance, liberating themselves and allowing themselves to feel good after going through a situation that could have been bringing exhaustion into their life. Okay, they could have been really recognizing difficulties they've been facing and they're wanting to elevate. It says a union of opposites in a forked road. So somebody could be recognizing a connection of, you know, complementary dynamics, and they are taking action with a change in direction. Okay, they're moving forward confidently, heroically. They could be asserting themselves and moving forward towards expressing a message, sharing a message. We have moving forward. We have a knight and a yacht. So somebody could be moving forward in a way that is strong and, you know, robust and elevated in a lot of different ways, but they're moving forward into a situation where they're going to be vulnerable. Okay, they're going to be kind of allowing themselves to be exposed or open themselves up in a way that they may, like, they could be moving quickly forward towards opening themselves up in a way that they hadn't been allowing themselves to previously, or could have been strategizing with in certain situations. Okay, but at this point they are, you know, wanting to move forward and kind of finish things more intentionally. Okay. Yeah. Uh-oh. Right, and then the timing card talking about happening soon. Okay, so somebody could be wanting to initiate some type of contact. They could be wanting to move through social media or meet in person. But we have an olive branch. Somebody could be wanting to express themselves. You know, kind of some type of peace offering or surrendering in. Okay, and they could be really moving into a situation where they feel that they can be truly supported and uplifted, that there is a mirrored dynamic going on, and they could be feeling a lot of different complicated connections that they're wanting to kind of narrow down or organize. Okay, but it says happening soon. Okay, so this could be unfolding at any moment. Like this person's waiting at the train station, you know, so it's like she wouldn't be there if she didn't know the train was coming. But we got shooting star. Okay, so somebody could be getting their wish granted with certain quick action. This could be a passionate and rare situation, but truly brilliant, apparently. Okay, we have balance. Okay, truth and justice. Somebody could be, it says hear me out right here. Okay, so somebody could be really wanting to take a shot, move forward. Aww. And there's the rainbow. They could be moving forward. It says wish granted on both these cards. That's funny. So yeah, somebody could definitely be moving into a wish come true. All right. After misfortune and disappointments or setbacks, very soon somebody could be feeling like they are wanting to work on this more intentionally. They could be feeling like they have the tools and the resources in order to get to the acquired outcome that they're wanting or desiring of. Okay, but yeah, look at all these timing cards. It's happening soon. All right, so somebody's going to be extending themselves, all right, and moving forward towards some type of communication or taking action in a way that they know is leading them farther down the line where they're desiring to be. Okay, well. I feel like I was getting a little monotonous or not like repetitive. There it is. I don't know. Hopefully this is helpful, and if you're finding this, then woohoo. Anyway, bye-bye. Have a good one.